You can't have sex when you want to.
You have to live by someone else's rules.
You have to share a space with them as well.
You have to be quiet and respectful.
It's uncomfortable sometimes.
And when people ask, we have to say,
We live at home.
ugh. Salut! Welcome to the Amy and Alex show.
Let's get cozy.
Let's get cozy-wozy. So today we're talking about being 30 and living at home.
Yeah, and like usual, we want to challenge the social norm, challenge your awareness of things. Society believes that when you're 30 and in your 30s that you should have your together.
Yeah, together. So we've been living at home for the past year. We live with my grandparents and your mom.
Yes, we did.
And I'm 31, so...
Well in there now. I'm not quite 30 at the making of this.
So she's
video.
avoiding this video. No.
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 I'm, a boomerang, as my mum calls me, because she lets me go and I always come back. But you know what? There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
There's no shame, and there's lots to gain.
Trying to rhyme things.
No, and just, there's a lot to gain if you can have the humility and put your pride aside and decide. Pride aside and decide.
You are on one.
I am, to get home and to save some money or to get further ahead in your career. Stop renting and buy, or, whatever you dream of doing and goals you've had.
Like we said, society says that by the time you're 30, roughly, that you should have things figured out and that you should be standing on your own 2 feet and not relying on mommy and daddy. But why? And we are not condoning relying on your parents.
No.
By this age. We are both only children, single mother homes. So relying on our family in that way wasn't really an option anyway.
No. We pay our way.
Pay our way, yeah. So we, set aside our pride. Set aside our pride and moved back home. But it wasn't like we were completely relying on our family.
No.
In our opinion, there is absolutely nothing wrong, like Alex said, if you want to get a little bit further ahead in life.
Yeah.
And moving home is going to help you save money, is going to help you to go back to school or whatever it is, then forget what society is telling you. Forget that you have to have things figured out. If you don't have it figured out, most of us don't anyway.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people, they think, oh, now that I've left, I can't go back, and I have too much pride, and don't it looks silly if I move out and then I move back in, and people would rather struggle. They'd rather just struggle and kind of just get on with it rather than give themselves a chance, right? Give themselves that opportunity by moving back home. Since moving back home, Amy and I have been able to start many ventures that we've always dreamed of doing, right?
Yeah.
We've learned so much. We've started a YouTube. We've started a podcast. We're learning how to make a side income on top of a regular income because we've had good jobs, but we want more, right? And this has allowed us to take a step back and be like, okay, what else do we want to do? What do we enjoy making? What do we enjoy doing?
Yeah.
And we've been able to create something.
And I think a lot of people see, especially if you've moved out and then you're going to move back in with your parents, they see that as a step back. And obviously you only ever want to be moving forward in life, but I don't see what we've done as taking a step back at all.
No.
We were both living in Toronto. We were both in good paying jobs, but they weren't our forever jobs. We weren't ecstatically happy with our work life, and we knew that we didn't want to do it forever.
It was a grind.
It was a grind, and 2020 hit.
2020 hit.
2020.
We all know about that.
And we were out of those jobs.
Yeah.
And so much happened, but we decided the best thing was to live with Alex's grandparents for multiple reasons. We were very helpful living with them in 2020.
In 2020, being able to do groceries for them.
But obviously they helped us out immensely by having us there. And while we were there, that's when we started our venture, right? Thinking about, like you said, Alex, what did we want to do if we weren't working in these jobs, right? And then we had the plan to move here anyway, so we moved here later in 2020, later than we planned.
Yeah.
But we got here, and yeah, we moved in with Mum because it was 2020, and that was kind of our only option anyway.
Yeah.
Really. As I said, people, I think, see it as a step back, but we have learned so much. We've figured out what we want to do with our life. We've figured out the things that we enjoy doing. I mean, just with YouTube alone, the amount of different kinds of videos we've tried in different ways.
Oh my God, it's endless, right?
Yeah, and we've learned so much about how we like to shoot things and what kind of content we want to create. And we know that we're going to keep pursuing this even when, spoiler, we are moving out of home.
We're moving out of home.
This video will be out and we will have already moved, actually. So
Yeah.
we're already moved.
We're already moved.
Yeah.
Hopefully we got a nice place in Scotland.
We're in Edinburgh.
Honey, we're home.
We have an awesome flat and we'll show it to you in another video.
We'll catch you soon.
Yeah, so we're moving to Scotland because it is time for us now, again, to fly the nest.
To fly the nest, because our plan was always Scotland. So
Yeah.
we're going to Scotland. But because we've taken a step back and because we've set ourselves up for success by moving back in with our parents, we're able to now move out, but also have a YouTube,
Yeah.
have a podcast, have an idea of how to create stuff that we can bring value to our friends out there in the internet. You know what I mean? It's so cool. But it's like, we want to build a life around us and what we want to do, right? And we weren't able to really take a step back when we were busy in our 9-to-5 jobs.
9 to 5, I wish.
Right?
Our crazy
lives.
crazy hour jobs. We're moving to Scotland and we still don't have everything figured out, but that's okay because this last year, having that time to spend not worrying about covering all the bills and all of the rent. Like we say, we pay our way, but no, it's nowhere near the same amount as if we were paying rent and bills and all of that, because we're living with our families, right?
Absolutely.
And we are forever grateful for that, and we are extremely aware that not everyone has that opportunity in the first place. Once you're gone for some people, you know. Some moving back home isn't an option. So as well, a little tangent, if you are in the position to be able to move back home to help yourself out, to progress your career or your life or whatever, be grateful and take the opportunity if you can.
Yeah.
You know, because some people just don't have that at all.
Some people don't have that option, right? We're very lucky.
Exactly.
Right? We're very lucky. The lesson here to learn is like, drop the pride, maybe consider it, think about how far you could get ahead. And when you do make the decision to move back, what action are you going to take, right? Don't just go in there and mooch and take, right? Go there with purpose. Go there with intention, right? And when you go into that, get it done, right? Get ahead, right? Do something for yourself to better your future, right? That's what we're talking about, right? We want a better future. We're looking forward, but we know that if we focus on right now, that we'll be able to get ahead, right? And we worked hard, right?
Oh, yeah, we have worked hard. And the point is, like we've said, but we've just got to reiterate it so it goes in, is that it's society telling you that by the time you're 30, you have to have everything figured out, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, you want to obviously keep moving forward and progressing. And I don't see moving back with your parents as a step back. I feel like you're just pausing for a second so you can then leap yourself further forward, right? Rather than like really, really grinding and moving slow and maybe not even moving towards what you want. If you can live at home and then just go vroom straight. Vroom.
Vroom.
Straight into the thing that you actually want to do.
Punch.
It's challenging what you're told, right?
Yeah.
Challenging what everyone puts on you and not caring what other people think.
And there are sacrifices moving back home, like we listed off in the beginning. And there are sacrifices, you know, you have to get.
But they are minimal.
They are.
They are very, very small sacrifices for everything that we've learned and everything that we've tried during that time.
Yeah.
I'd do it so many more times over. So, live at home if you want. Don't care what other people think. Move yourself forward, even if that means going backward slightly.
Yeah, but do it with purpose. Do it with intention. Pay your way.
Yeah, we are not at all telling you to be a complete mooch and just live off your parents. We do not stand for that.
No, that's not cool.
You gotta stand on your own 2 feet, live your life and all of that. But if you can, lean on your parents a little bit, your family.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
Get ahead. Maybe you'll be able to provide them a better life. Who knows?
That's our plan.
Comment down below if you're willing to move back home.
Let us know if you are living back home, and let us know if you hate it, love it, or are indifferent.
We hope you enjoyed this video. We'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Ciao, ciao.
Chin chin.